We need people that are prepared to wait, and we need to give them a reason to be prepared to wait. And that's where our social proof comes in, that certainty we can give them of the finish and the reliability and how the job will go. And we can show them our track record then, which normally wins them over straight away. Because that's a big anxiety that your new customers are going to have when they get in touch. Like, is this guy trustworthy? Can he be trusted? People will only buy off somebody they can trust. They're never going to buy off somebody they don't trust properly. They don't trust them fully. They won't buy off you, especially if it's like a £5,000 job or higher. They're not going to part with that money if they don't trust you fully. That's why I'm always pushing you to build your social proof, build up them GBP reviews, guys, because that is trust on a shelf. And if you've got like 30 plus now, like Damien has, I think Damien's got 30. Is it 30, Damien, you're on now? And guys, he's smashing these reviews because he only started last year. He's probably done quite a fair few small jobs, which is fair enough. But he's obviously been consistent with asking for the reviews to get that many in a short space. I'm only on 108 now, and all these years later. Because if I'm completely honest, I didn't have this discipline that I have today, that I teach you with the reviews. I didn't. And it was often a case of like, if they can't be asked to leave me a review after I've asked them once, I'm not going to keep asking them. It was that bad attitude. Same with the follow-ups. It was, why should I? I've given them the price. If they can't be bothered to get back to me, then sod them. You know, it was a bad attitude because I'd bring emotions in, bitterness and all that, and like resentment. I'd allow that into my business. You can't be like that in business. You got to keep your emotions in your back pocket and think with your strategic, logical brain. That could be $3,000 left on the table, and because your pride got in the way of you sending an email saying, "Hi, Mrs. Smith, we sent you a quotation for a project in May, and it's been some time, and I just wondered whether you managed to get a contractor sorted, or did you still have any questions that you needed us to answer, or would you like us to pop round and run through the project at all?" I've done that, right? Swallowed my pride, and I've sent that email, and they've come back and said, "Oh, hi, Stu, you know what? I completely forgot about that project because this happened or that happened in our lives, and then we had to put it on the back burner. But since you mention it, yeah, we definitely want to go ahead. We just haven't had time to get back to you." So I was going to not send that email out of just pride, and you know, then it ends up giving you some cash flow, then a few £1,000 sale. So what I'm saying is, never come to an assumption that your customers think you're too expensive or they don't like you, because this is the bullshit we tell ourselves. Oh, they don't like me. It's like, get over that, you know. Who cares if they like you or not? It's about whether you can deliver the job and do the job, isn't it? So send the follow-up email. If it's too much hassle for you to sit down and type that up, get your trade base to do it automatically. They'll do it for you. All you got to do is set it up once and it runs. And every time you send a quotation, if you don't get a response from that, your trade base will know, okay, this quote hasn't had a response, and you can set it up to send out a follow-up email like a week later or 4 days, whatever it is. You decide, you engineer it yourself, and they'll send that same email I just said. You can type it all up, the template, however you want. They'll send it out. And of course, the customer doesn't know it's AI. They don't know it's an automation. They think you've just thought, you know, oh, I'll get in touch with Mrs. Smith out of, you know, courtesy. It is courtesy because you're the one that set it up in the first place. But what I'm saying is, you don't have to sit down there for 15 minutes thinking about what should I say in all this. It pulls their name in to the email, their first name. So it does a lot, really, guys. So automatic follow-ups, and Cookie mentioned this. Like, he's won jobs that he completely forgot about through this auto follow-up that he used on his CRM. He's won jobs and they've come back. He's got a random email when he's been rendering saying, "Oh, thanks, Joe. We'd like to book you in, please." And he's like, "What's he on about? Book me in." And he's realised that the CRM sent a follow-up email about a quote, but they didn't come back to him. And then all of a sudden he's landed, you know, a full house rendering. So, guys, and don't get me wrong, I know that most of the follow-ups you will get ignored, okay? But I'm talking about over a period of 12 months, even if you get one job that comes back, like in Joel's case, a full house, even if you get one job that comes back, these emails cost you nothing, they're free, they get sent automatically. Potentially leaving money on the table if we're not following up. What are your thoughts on following up? Who's still a little bit proud? Doesn't want to? Who's still got that sort of pride there? Let us know in the chat.